It's gonna be tough, seeing them go. I mean, me and JB that's my fishing buddy, that's my hunting buddy. Like, we do a lot of things together outside of here, and just going through some of the times that we've had to go through together. And those guys have always been there for me, and I've always been there for them. And that's the brotherhood thing. It'll never leave us. But unfortunately, there's a time that's gonna come where it's everyone's last time playing out there. So it's love for the game, love for each other. So.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, if you don't like Ben, I just don't think you're a good person. It's hard not to love him. He brings the energy every day. He's very consistent in who he is, and he's going to be on you. Like, if you're doing wrong, Ben going to be on you, holding you accountable for it. And everybody loves him. Like, he's a great locker room guy and on the field guy.
And have you kept track of the record on the wrestling matches?
Yeah, I'm undefeated. Yeah, I'm undefeated.
All these emotions with senior day and everything at the end of your career coming, but I know
J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Away from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes from everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
Adam, you want to start with that?
Sure. Hey Ben, senior day coming up. What do you think your emotions are going to be like on Saturday?
Yeah, so it's actually not going to be my last game in Folsom because I have another year. But it's going to be emotional seeing a lot of my friends go. Obviously, we got a lot of seniors on our team, and guys like Arden and JB and Mata and guys that I've been around for a few years now. It's going to be sad to see them go. But yeah, it's not going to be my last day, so I'm looking forward to that.
Go ahead, Matt.
With that, what have you learned from this year that you want to help kind of instill in next year's team,
Yeah, I've learned so much from this year, and especially what it takes to be the leader that you need to be. I think that's definitely the biggest thing that I've taken away from this year is how much my role has to increase as a leader, because that's really what you need. Like, the competitive spirit has to come every single day, and pushing the people around you has got to come every single day, and it's got to start with how I play and how I bring out the best in the people around me. So I think, obviously there's a lot more, but to narrow it down, I got to step it up as a leader and be more vocal about things that shouldn't happen and things that should happen and that kind of stuff. So.
Because that's been a consistent theme that we've heard all year, like lack of leadership.
Yeah.
Everybody said. So, has it been glaring to you?
It's one of the things that's been pressing on my heart. That's what God called me to do. That's the personality that I was made for. That's the heart I was made for, was to be a leader. And I wasn't a good enough leader this year, and that's part of the reason that we are the way that we are. I take full responsibility because I haven't played the role good enough to win enough games, and so part of that's on me, but it's something's got to change with me, so it starts with me. Yeah.
Hey Ben, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Just curious, when did you find out you were going to get an extra year, and kind of did that flip a switch for you? I'm sure you were all in on this season, but did that flip a switch about looking forward to the future and what you guys can build for next year?
Yeah, most definitely. I think I found out in May. I just haven't told any of you guys. But yeah, so I've known for quite a while that this wasn't going to be my last year. But it's definitely exciting, obviously, because, this season hasn't gone exactly the way I had hoped, and there's a lot of things that I wish I could do over that I didn't quite do correctly. But the good thing is I got one more shot at it, and I'm going to leave it all out there, and a lot of things are going to change, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So,
just following up on that, you mentioned the leadership. Does that kind of translate to the offseason and trying to keep this group together? Because obviously what you guys have building, especially with some of the young guys that have played well the last couple weeks, do you want to take a hands-on approach to trying to keep everybody here?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously it's a different ball game now, and a lot of people are going to choose to make their own decisions. And you know what? We'll do it with or without you. That's the thing. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a new thing, obviously, with the transfer portal and having one session and all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking forward to the guys that are going to choose to we're going to turn this thing around, and we're going to be different, and we're not going to follow the crowd. So it's going to be a super cool thing.
Hey Ben, Brian Halbel and David Kramer. A couple questions for you. You've unfortunately been through other seasons like this where you guys aren't going to bowl games. Mm-hmm. What's the challenge of getting the team motivated to play when that bowl game carrot's not there anymore?
Yeah, ruining other people's shot at a bowl game. That would be. I mean, me personally, I just hate losing. So that's enough of a motivation for me. But teams like Kansas State, I don't think they're quite at 6 wins yet. I can't remember exactly their record, stuff like that. But obviously Arizona State's bowl eligible. But why not take them out of the running for the Big 12 for the conference championship? So that's kind of the thing that would motivate me, and I hope it motivates a lot of guys. But yeah, that's kind of the mentality we got to have heading into these games is. We don't want you to make this bowl game, or we don't want you to make the conference championship, and so that's going to be our mindset heading in.
And then, John Spot, I want to ask you about this guy over here.
Yeah.
Both of you are Colorado guys.
Yeah.
This is his last home game. How much are you going to miss him and some of these seniors that you've played with, for whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4 years, whatever it is?
Yeah, no, Arden means the world to me, man. And we got, one of the people that he played with in high school is one of my best friends, and so I've, a couple of those guys that went to Cherry Creek, I've been around those guys for quite a while now, and a lot of them are super close to me, and they mean a lot to me. So, other guys, other seniors like JB, Mata, like I said earlier, those kind of guys, it's going to be tough, seeing them go. I mean, me and JB, that's my fishing buddy, that's my hunting buddy. Like, we do a lot of things together outside of here, and, just going through some of the times that we've had to go through together, and those guys have always been there for me, and I've always been there for them. And that's the brotherhood thing. It'll never leave us. But unfortunately, there's a time that's gonna come where it's everyone's last time playing out there. So it's love for the game, love for each other. So.
Hey Ben, Packer Associated Press. I guess given everything your head coach has gone through with the overcoming cancer and losses a little bit, I guess what have you learned about him through this season?
He's a tough son of a gun, and he'll never quit. I don't think he even cares what happens to him. To be honest with you, you can't even tell that he's going through something because he shows up every day with the same attitude, the same mentality, and he doesn't change his approach with anything. So, he is who he is. It's just adversity to him, and it's just something you got to push through, and that's what I admire about him because some things you just got to push through no matter what's going on. So. Yeah, tough son of a gun is what he is.
Scott, go ahead. Ben, what's good, my boy? How you doing?
Good. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro.
Good.
Coach Prime sometimes talks about leadership. Sometimes it's not as sweet as it looks because when you kind of step out as a leader, you kind of put yourself on a pedestal and people kind of look at you kind of at all times. How difficult is that? Kind of balancing being a leader and obviously having your own stuff and own responsibilities to kind of worry about on the field and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely tough. You're the guy that, when the lights are bright, your name's getting called, but when the lights aren't so bright, you got to shoulder the blame and take it all. So it sucks at times, but the rewards that'll come from it, you can only benefit. And through the highs and the lows, you're gonna, it's not always gonna be fun, but you're gonna learn a lot from it, and it's things that you can take into the rest of your life. So it's good.
One more thing, I was listening to Kenny Dillingham talk this week about this Colorado team. He was talking about just perspective about how people just see a win-loss record and fail to realize how far a program has come. Mm-hmm. For you as somebody who's been here as long as anybody on this team, in what way, I guess in the biggest way, has this kind of program, this place kind of changed from, let's say, 2022 to today?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I love Coach Dillingham, so it's pretty cool that he said that. I really respect him and look up to him. But boy, this place has changed in ways that I cannot explain. But yeah, there's been, like I said, there's been a lot of highs and lows, and we're on the gradual climb. And I know it may not look like that with our record right now, but there's a lot of things going on, and we're going to continue to get better. And I promise you that it will only go up from here, especially heading into next season. And so that's why I'm really looking forward to what's to come, and just stay with us because it's going to be fun. So, yeah.
Hey Ben, Jack Carlo, Buffs NSI, how's it going?
Jack
Looking ahead to the future a little bit, with your safeties room in particular,
Yep.
Just how excited are you to kind of develop alongside guys like Taufik and John and TJ Branch? Just how excited are you for the future of that group?
Oh, I'm super excited. It's defensively, it starts with the safeties, and so we're going to continue to progress, and we're going to get better, and that's going to bring the whole defense along because it's got to come through our set of eyeballs, and it's going to be led through the safety room. And so, yeah, we got a bright future, and we're going to continue to push each other and get better, just like we have all season. And there's a lot to look forward to.
Three more, Matt. Go ahead. Hey man. So piggybacking off of what Scott and Brian were talking about, right? Like, okay, you don't have a bowl game to play for, and yeah, you got to look forward to the future with leadership and stuff like that. But here comes Juju, and you got 2 more games that could potentially really springboard you into the offseason where, they're going to hit the recruiting trail hard and all that. Is there an extra little sense of juice that's kind of been reinvigorated back into this group the last couple of weeks since he's taken over?
Most definitely. Obviously we didn't get the outcome we wanted against West Virginia, but there's a positive to bring out of it, and you guys saw the way that he played too. And so I hope that recruits are seeing that and are like, this kid's got a bright future and understands the people that we have here, and it's a lot to lean on, and it's a lot to look forward to, and it gave me a huge light on the inside that this could really turn into something, because I'm excited for Juju, and like I was telling him, is you have a great opportunity, and you can show the world right now who you are with this opportunity that you're given. And so it's good. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
How have you seen him grow throughout the course of the year? I mean, he came in at 17.
Yeah.
And now he's got the keys.
Yeah. No, he actually hated me in the spring because I was on his tail about little things and what it takes. And he actually came up to me this summer because I was like, "You changed, buddy." I would give him probably shouldn't say this, but I would give the quarterbacks a depth chart based on their work ethic in the spring, and I put him bottom of the pack about every single day, and that's really why he hated me. But it got to him, and then this summer, I didn't have to be on his butt as much, and I was like, "Bro, I'm proud of you." And he was like, "You know what? Thank you," because he appreciated the fact that I was on him the whole time, and that I never gave up on him, and I gave him his props. I was like, "You've come a long way, dog." And he's going to continue to get better. Obviously, he's super young. He's like damn near be my kid, but he's going to continue to get a lot better, and the lights are going to be bright for him. So I'm excited for Juju. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
What's up, Ben? Jake Schwartz, DVR. Just to kind of go with that, can you take us on the field? What's it like going lining up against Julian? Defending his legs and the arm, and just the instincts and poise he has coming into.
Yeah. I think one of the things I'm really looking forward to this upcoming year is as he gets more confident, you can tell he's got that fire and wants to talk smack. And heading into this, I love talking smack, and I love trying to get in people's, trying to chat with people. So he's got that. He's gonna want to talk back with me, and that's the thing is when we're doing that, it's gonna elevate everyone around us. If you have a safety and a quarterback who are the 2 most competitive people on your team, you're gonna go a long ways. And so it's gonna bring the people around us up, and that's really what I'm looking forward to, is because he's starting to get to that point, and really me too, because this is really my first year playing defensively, and now that I've started a good set of games and played a good number on defense, and as Juju is going to get more comfortable too, it's going to build our confidence with each other, and it's going to be fun to just go head to head with him every day. So it's going to be fun.
Last one, Tyler. There's a chance you could see one of your former teammates on the other side this week. Obviously, Tyson's turned into a pretty good player at Arizona State the last couple of years. I was just curious what you remember going up against him during his freshman year and kind of seeing his progress over the last couple of years now.
Yeah, now JT's a talented kid, and I'm happy for him because, obviously a guy to see him transfer and do well like that, it's cool to see. And there's obviously a couple other guys that played here too, like Kendrick Breedlove and Shimon Mateer, and I've stayed in somewhat contact with Breedlove too, so it's I'm excited to see him, and it's cool to see him balling too. But I hope JT is healthy and ready to play, and it's gonna be a fun battle, and it'll be homecoming for him, and so I'm sure it'll be a good moment for him too. So but it's cool to see what he's doing and what some of those guys are doing over there. So
Thanks, man.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, we're gonna start.
Jeremiah, what are your emotions like leading up to your last home game as a Buff?
Bittersweet, but I don't really know how to explain it yet. I don't think it's gonna really hit me for real until the game's over. Kind of just this really the last one. But each day the emotions been growing stronger and stronger.
Have you been able to reflect on your journey with Coach Prime at all, kind of leading up to this game?
Yeah, it's been a long one. We've been together 5 years, and grateful for every moment, just all the wisdom I've learned from him. Just everything he's taught us, the meetings every day, I write down everything he says. Great human, and even better, just great person. So I try to take down all those little pieces and apply them to life after football.
Right. Yeah, two-part question for you based off of that. But first off, why did you commit to Coach Prime coming out of high school?
Honestly, my parents and them kind of grew it on me, and it was like, man, that's Coach Prime. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They were saying, man, and it was just talking about the rich history that HBCUs had, and I didn't know all the guys like Walter Payton and those type of guys played there. So to go back to that and to bring that spark and life back to the HBCUs, I feel like I was a part of something.
And the second part of that is you then come here with him and then make the decision last December for you to jump the portal, go somewhere else. And then you decide to stay. Take us through that process of you deciding, I'm going to stay here and not transfer out.
Stay here, at Colorado when I got in the portal. Yeah, I said that a few times to you guys, but I was just emotional, just in my feelings. I just had to look at myself in the mirror and understand I had to be better, play better overall.
You glad it worked out?
Yeah, of course.
Just looking back at your career as a whole, what are you most proud
of? My resilience. No matter what, I always put my head down and I work.
Coach Prime was saying yesterday that it's going to be emotional for him seeing guys like you and Mata step on the field for the last time. As you reflect on your journey with Mata, just kind of how cool has that been to spend your entire career, or his entire career, with you and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, Mata, that's my guy, man. A little fishing partner back in Jackson. We used to go fishing together and stuff. So that's going to be emotional. Just our journey from Jackson State to come here. Even when he first got to Jackson, I'll let Mata tell the story. He was a little scared when he was out there, man. Well, Mata inside before 6, so he was a little scared. But just to see how much he's grown and matured, it's amazing.
What about this season for you? It feels like kind of rotating at that position all year, but then mid-year it feels like you really found some traction. How do you analyze your season?
Just being consistent, just doing my job. That's really all it is. Especially mostly with the linebackers. I feel like any one of us can, go in there and get that job done. It's a very gray area position, but you just do your job and listen to the coaching, you'll be just fine.
Did you feel a shift mid-year? I mean, because you've definitely been playing much better back half of the year.
I just feel like I just did a better job of taking advantage of our opportunities and just making the plays I come to.
The other thing, not you related, but Shador's going to get his first start.
Yeah.
Something you've known for a very long time. Any emotions surrounding that?
Heck yeah, I'm excited for him. I was excited. We was watching in the training room Sunday when he announced that he was going to start the second half off. So that was fun. I'm missing treatment and everything, trying to watch him on TV. But yeah, I'm excited for him, man. I know he's going to do real good this year.
JB, being announced that he was going to stay for another year, but spoke highly of y'all's relationship. There's been some great wrestling matches in the locker room with your men. Talk about that relationship, that white guy from Colorado, black guy from the South, and how y'all just bonded over the years.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, if you don't like Ben, I just don't think you're a good person. Just being honest. Like, it's hard not to love him. He brings the energy every day. He's very consistent in who he is. And he's going to be on you. Like, if you're doing wrong, Ben going to be on you, holding you accountable for it. And everybody loves him. Like, he's a great locker room guy and on the field guy.
And have you kept track of the record on wrestling matches?
Yeah, I'm undefeated. Yeah, I'm undefeated.
All these emotions with senior day and everything and the end of your career coming, but I know you guys want to win a game this week. You talk about Arizona State, what you're seeing out of their offense, and how do you stop Jeff Sims, another running quarterback you guys have had trouble with?
Yeah, they've kind of shifted these past couple games, especially starting in that Utah game when Jeff Sims came in at quarterback. He's very talented. You know, we played Nebraska in 2023, and he had that 70-yard run on us. So, yeah, you got to, close space on him and just kind of get him frustrated and penetration, stop that run.
Ben mentioned you guys have this opportunity to be a spoiler a little bit.
Yeah.
They're already bowl eligible, but you maybe spoil their opportunity to get to the Big 12 title game.
Yeah.
Do you guys like that role? Is that something that's been talked about a lot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to embrace that role now. I mean, we in it. You got to live in it, so embrace it and go out there and play hard. We have nothing to lose, so put everything in the game. So lay it on the line.
I guess my question is for you is going into that last home game, is there anything you specifically want to do or kind of like want to leave out there on the field?
For me, it won't change for me. I'm going to play hard like I do every game and just leave it all out on the field like I do every game.
I want to ask about Montrez Walker. What do you see for him, having a younger guy in the room?
Oh, yeah, he's going to be the guy next year. Very smart, physical linebacker. He coming down, taking. And just the instincts he came with, like, he's very mature for his age. Like, you don't see him on no list. Like, he don't miss meetings. He's always early for everything. He's early in the morning. He kind of do the routine I do, coming in and stretch in the morning and everything. So I think he's going to be on pace for a good season next year.
Coach, yesterday morning asked for a group to stand up that was going to embrace practice and set the tone. You and the linebackers hopped up quick. What is it about that group, individually, collectively, that makes y'all accept that challenge going into this game?
Yeah, well, right before he said that, Coach Prime gave us our 3 keys to win, and that was stop the run, be physical, and be relentless, and that's linebackers. So we had to stand up and let us know the game's going to start with us how we play.
Yeah. You asked about Arizona State yet, JB?
Yeah.
What's does it help having seen him before a little bit? A couple years ago, obviously it was a different team. It was a couple years ago, but does that help, or is it kind of completely different now that he's on a new team and kind of a different system?
It's completely different, to be honest. They're a new team. We're a new team. I can see if we ran the same defense, but we was in Coach Kelly's defense at the time, so we're completely different. We actually run the same defense as Arizona State.
Gotcha.
So,
Anything else specific? Go ahead.
Just curious, JB, what Boulder has meant to you being here the last couple of years?
So funny, when I first got to Boulder, Lance Carl took me up in the mountains, and it was, snowing and everything. I'm like, dang, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But we was coming down the mountains, and we went through the little neighborhood at the foothills. I don't know the name of the neighborhood, but he just said, roll your window down, watch this. People walking on the sidewalk and everything. And as soon as we got to a stop sign, it was like, hey, hey, what's up? Like, I didn't expect everybody to be this nice, to be honest with you. Especially not being that many, colored people in this town. So I was like, dang, like, what? Like, it's everybody's one. Everybody loves each other, and so like uplifting. Like, you go to the grocery store and like, hey, need help with this? Because I be looking lost. I don't know how to shop, and somebody just come up to you, what you looking for, man? I just love that about Boulder, and I love this town. And really don't want to leave.
Anything else? What you gonna miss most about game days at Folsom Field?
What? See what I miss. Ralphie running.
Yeah.
Ralphie.
The new Ralphie.
Running.
So I guess the last one, kind of maybe looking towards the future, like maybe career options or things you want to do with your life. Anything you want to share?
Oh yeah, I'll be starting. Well, I already started my own electrical contracting company.
Very cool. You want to share a little more about that? What it's called or anything?
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name, but going through some things with that. But y'all ask me again at the end of the season, I'll probably be able to share the name. But it's gonna be a nice company, partnered with United Plumbing out in Parker, Colorado. So yeah.
Have you done electrical training?
Yeah. So I was actually an electrical engineering major. My first 2.5 years, and unfortunately switching up here, transferring to Colorado, didn't accept a lot of the credits, so wasn't able to stay in it. But that's always been my dream since middle school. I had my own electrical contract company.
Very cool.
Nice.
Thanks, Jake. Best of luck this weekend.
What's up, Pregame Show? This is Shannon Lowe, Derek, T4 Autism. We invite you to follow us. 25 million, 60 days, nonverbal, profound autism. We have a book coming out on Amazon. Thank you so much for your support. All the aunties and uncles around the world. That's what's up. Yeah, T4 Autism here in Colorado, baby. Let's go.
Where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's
dog.
why I gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.